Do you know that knowing how to code, knowing how to build is not enough? There are some other skills needed for you as a developer, for you as professionals generally, to go out there and to be hireable, to be recruitable, and to be excellent. Let me tell you the skills. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Omole Grace Olayinka. Thanks for the likes, the subscribers, and for people that have shared my video. Again, if you have not shared, if you have not subscribed, and if you have not liked any of my video, you can go on and watch those videos, like and share. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so today's video is about soft skills that developers need. We all know that it's not enough to know how to code. It's not enough to know how to write some, JavaScript, to know how to write some Python, to know how to write some programming languages. But then there are some soft skills that are needed for you to go out there, to be recruitable, to be hireable, and also to work in a corporate company. So the first thing I will talk about is selling yourself, knowing how to sell yourself. Naval said that if you know how to build, if you know how to sell, you are good to go. That means selling is a very important skill we need to learn as developers. Knowing how to go out there, telling people what you do. If someone come up to you, so what do? You just be proud of what you do. I'm a front-end developer. Like what have you worked on? I've worked on this, I've worked on that. So we should know how to sell ourselves in any position or any environment that we find ourselves. Naval said, if you know how to build, if you know how to sell, you are good to go. That means if you know how to code, if you know how to do any professional skill that you know, and you also know how to sell, that is when you have done well. That is when you have learned some other things you need to learn. Yeah, another point I would like to talk on is communication. We often see that communication is actually a big deal in the corporate world. Companies have sacked a lot of people due to lack of communication, teamwork. Communication is very important in teamwork. If you want to work with teams. Teamwork is actually a skill that we should learn as developers, as anybody that has any professional skill. It is very, very important. Because you work with different people. As we move higher, we work with different people, different nationalities, different personalities, and all. So we have to learn how to work in a team, and communication is actually is a big part of working in a team. That's why I mentioned communication earlier. Those two go hand in hand. So the fourth point I would like to talk about is often overlooked. It's not really common, and it is very important, which is open-mindedness. A lot of us are not open-minded. We just believe this is what I know and this is what it should be, which is not supposed to be so. If we are narrow-minded, if we are just about is me, it won't help us in our career. We should be open-minded. We should be open to ideas, open to discussions, open to ideas coming from anybody, market anybody. So we should be open to ideas. We should be open-minded. That's what helps our creativity. That's what helps our growth. So that will push me to the next point. We all know about creativity. People say they go, you have to be creative in this, you have to be creative in that. When you are creative, you are this, you are that. But then creativity is just bringing new stores out of old things, bringing new idea out of old idea, bringing new processes out of old processes. That is creativity, and it is actually what we feed our mind with, that we are creative about. If you see 2 plus 2, then you can know that, okay, we can also add 3 plus 3. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that is creativity. We should that, and it's in the process of us being open-minded. When we are open to stuff, when we are open to things, when we are not just in one place, when we attend conferences, we attend meetings, we attend boot camps, we attend all sorts of things, then our mind becomes wild and we become more creative, because you see things. If you go out, you see things. So it is in our process of being open-minded that we are creative. So open-minded is the 4th, and creativity is the 5th point. It can't be left out, because if you are not creative, you won't be seeing new stuff all around the web. So we have to be creative with whatever we are doing. We have to be creative with even the slightest thing. We have to be creative with it. Creativity is actually a very important soft skill to learn as developer. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel? Subscribe, like, and share. Don't forget to do that. Do not forget to do that. Time management, and which will lead me to another point. Time management. We should know how to manage our time. We should set timelines for projects. Almost all of us are guilty of this. In fact, personally, I'm guilty. Like, time management is very, very important, and we say that it's very hard for people to actually manage their time. In fact, a lot of people say 24 hours is not enough. A lot of people say, I wish I can have 48 hours in a day. But the truth is, 24 hours is enough to do whatever we want to do, and we'll still be productive at it. 24 hours is enough to do whatever we do. And then we need to keep telling ourselves that 24 hours is enough. Yours is just to manage your time. So that is it. We need to set timelines for projects, timelines for everything we want to do. There shouldn't be room for unnecessary things. There should be room, but then we should rest. Resting should be part of our time, of course. So we shouldn't be saying that because I want to work my ass out and you don't rest. It will actually tell later. So time management is actually very important. I want us to remove the mindset that 24 hours is not enough for us in a day. We should remove that mindset. It is actually, in fact, it is more than enough. I heard someone say, I've forgotten the name of the person. He said, if you plan your time well, you might finish what you plan before the end of the day, and you still have time to sleep. You have time to rest. You have time to do whatever thing you want to do, if to have fun or to just press your phone and whatever. So it is just time management. And one thing that actually distorts our time management is distraction. We get distracted easily. Like, we might be working now and we just hear a notification on our phone, then you check it. I read something on deep work. So the guy was saying deep work is like focusing on what you are doing for 3 straight hours. You'll be surprised at what you achieve in that time. Just 3 straight hours, not being distracted by anything. 3 straight hours, sit down with it and do it, and then you see that you are more productive than spending 5 hours, but you are still doing some other things. You get what I'm trying to say? So we just need to manage our time and know and give time to where necessary. We need to be accountable. Accountability is very good. It helps us grow. Yeah, it helps us grow in our career journey. We have to be accountable for everything we do. In our career journey, we have to be accountable for everything we do. I know there are some point that we get to that. Someone like a front-end dev now, a back-end developer might be delaying your project. That is understood. But for every mistake you make, it is accountable to you. You have to take correction for it. You have to be accountable for everything you do. That is what I'm saying. You have to be accountable for everything you do. It is very, very important. It is extremely very important. If we are accountable for what we do, then we know the next step to take. But if you are not accountable, you just do things anyhow, and you just feel, well, it's not my stuff, it's not my thing, it's not my mistake. But if you are accountable, okay, you know why you did this, and then you know why you shouldn't do it later on. That is how we grow, and all these things helps us when we work with people. All these things helps us when we work in companies, in wherever we want to work, even for yourself. It helps you as developers, as professionals. I hope you've learned one or two things from everything I've said. Don't forget to learn these skills and to apply it to your professional skills. They are very important in making us grow higher in our career. And don't also forget that what Nava said, if you know how to build, if you know how to sell, you are good to go. Don't also forget that if you know how to build and if you know all these skills that I've mentioned, you are good to go. What soft skill has helped you as a developer? Put it in the comment box and let us learn from you. Don't forget to do that. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. See you next time. Peace.